I don't want to talk about the announcers so much as the Ring Boys, where the evidence is more compelling. It's a tortured, complicated story because the main accuser, a guy named Tom Cole, has flipped so many times on this. He was an accuser. He settled with them on the eve of shooting a Phil Donahue show. That was a talk show of the period where they had a bunch of people on talking about the scandals that were in the air then. And if Tom Cole had come forward then, it could have been very devastating for the company. But they bought him off, and he actually went to work for WWF. Then he got fired at some point later, and he flipped again and was accusing again. Then when I was writing about it during Linda McMahon's first Senate race in Connecticut in 2010, when my book on Benoit and all the things that I'd written about WWF became a big part of the oppo research for Linda McMahon's, both her primary opponents and her general election opponent, who became the now Senator Richard Blumenthal. During that period, Tom Cole flipped again and said he liked the McMahons and they treated him well. So, who knows? But you've got the stories about others, not Tom Cole, driving fancy cars after that period that they had been given. And we have a number of other holes and other stories of Ring Boys. Certainly Mel Phillips was a very, very bad guy who kept a black book of Ring Boys that he contacted on tour, who helped tear down and set up the ring and do other gopher tasks on the WWF tour. And these boys all came from broken, and they were boys exclusively, all came from broken homes. And it's a pattern that those of us, and I've done a lot of sexual abuse, awful stories in settings other than WWE, primarily in USA Swimming and other youth sports where there's a terrible problem of coach sexual abuse. The predators prey on vulnerable kids, and Mel Phillips fit that pattern to a T, and he was a very bad guy. And certainly Terry Garvin sexually harassed Tom Cole. I think the facts that I've written about make that very clear too. No matter how many times Tom Cole himself has gone back and forth and things that he said on the record at various points.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.